Good morning, and welcome to another episode of the People's Rebuttal Podcast. What's up, co-host?
What's going on, baby? What's popping? Good morning to you.
Good morning, all. And I guess I'll say good morning for Zach. Zach, good morning.
Morning.
There it is.
There it
Zach
is.
is a little preoccupied with things we have as jobs, so bear with us on that. What's
I'm
up,
I,
though,
I'm
Vaughn?
I'm done here in a second. So
You done there in a second? All right, that's what's up. People will, I'm sure, will be appreciative of that. See your beautiful face this morning.
Yeah.
What's up with
Everything.
you, Vaughn?
I'm glad to be alive. Everything's up.
There it is.
Everything's up. I'm very excited that we got the NFL season
Mhm.
underway. I don't think you realize how big of a fan you are until it comes around. It's like I feel so much better that the season has started now. So I'm
Morning,
happy about
John.
that. What it is,
Mo-
John? What's popping, baby? What it is?
Morning, all our listeners. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Yeah. So it feels good. Feels good to be back in the mix, man. And so I'm glad that we got our fantasy football going. Looks like
Yeah,
all three of us got our asses waxed.
good job, Southside. Hopefully, we shall meet again in the playoffs.
some more waxed than others. Some of us got
Maybe.
playoffs,
playoff
playoffs.
playoffs. Some of us got our ass whipped. Like,
Man,
well, you know what? It got better. It got better towards the end as the points got started to get tallied up. It got
yeah,
looking a little bit better for you, Mafia. But before then, shit.
man. I think I was dead in the water by the 1 o'clock games on
I think
Sunday.
my biggest problem was that I had the auto draft, so I didn't have
Yeah.
people that I necessarily wanted. So I had to kind
Mhm.
of make do because if you go on the free agent wire, man, it's a lot of motherfuckers. There's a lot of everybody taking up. You end up working with scraps with that thing, man. It's like,
Yeah,
ooh.
you are.
And then the
Yes,
guys that
sir.
you depend on, man, you really hoping that they come through. Cause I had some duds, some complete
Yeah,
duds. Nigga didn't do a damn thing during the game. So
no
uh,
doubt.
we'll see this week. Yeah, John. Yeah, John. You had a nice little old run. I saw you. I
John
saw
did
you.
well. Okay.
Yeah, I saw his stats in his. Actually, he had the highest point output the other week. I think.
Okay. Good job.
Yeah, probably like
Good job.
142 points, something like that.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Vaughn, you mentioned something about how we don't know how big of a fan we are.
Yeah.
Yo, so I was at that Kansas City, Arizona game in
Oh yeah,
Arizona.
how was that?
Oh man, it was amazing, bro. It was a beautiful, beautiful stadium, inside, outside. But I didn't know if I was in Kansas City or in Arizona, bro.
Hmm.
It was so many Kansas City fans there. It was
Out of nowhere.
crazy. Man, they were there, bro. I mean, we pull up in the parking lot and see all the tailgaters, and I'm like, okay, shit, Chiefs. Is this a designated Chief parking lot or what? Man, it
Say,
was
man,
that many Chief fans, bro.
You'll be surprised when people start winning.
Yes,
When people
yes,
start
I
winning,
thought about that.
how many people jump on that
Jump
bandwagon?
on that thing.
There wasn't
Yeah,
that
I
many
can see
Chiefs
it.
fans running around like that.
Okay,
I think if they start losing like the Seahawks did, we'll stop seeing Kansas City fans. Because you remember when Kansas, not Kansas City, but you remember when Seattle was on their little win streak. They had the Legion of Boom.
yeah, all
All that
that tough
popping.
man shit.
Man, you couldn't walk in the store without seeing people with Seahawks shit on. I'm like, you're not no.
No
I'm
doubt.
like, you're not a Seahawks fan. Don't do that. And it was like, I've been a Seahawks fan for like, I ain't seen a fucking Seahawks hat or jersey around here, and I don't know how long.
Yeah, that part.
Like, yeah, it was gone just like that, man. So people want to be associated with winners, which explains why most of the stadium was filled with Kansas City fans. I mean, how could
Yeah,
you not be a fan of? How could you not be a fan of Patrick Mahomes and Pat? Was it Kelsey? Travis Kelsey.
What's that?
Yeah, somebody burnt on the outside of one of these stadiums. Somebody left a barbecue grill
On in the
unattended
tailgate. Wow.
in the tailgate, and it caught fire and burnt up by 4 or 5 cars.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They had to be, but in order for something to continue to burn like that, there had to be a propane or something. There had to be, because I don't see charcoal getting out of control like that on some concrete.
Yeah.
I guess, but it
But
burnt up like 4. It burnt up like 4 cars.
and then they be parked so close. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can see that happening.
Yeah,
And then also on that fan side, man, I saw probably $20,000-$30,000 tailgate setups, shoes, other fans shoes of the team. Man, it was crazy. Like that
yeah.
fan park, I did not know it was that
Help
crazy.
you realize how bad of a fan you are. Don't it? They make you look bad.
Yeah, I need to up my fandom, my fans.
Yeah, you thought you was a. There's some people out here that make you think you're a fan and to help you
Yeah, no
realize
doubt.
that you're not. Reevaluate your fanhood. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And
Yeah,
it's really like that. And
yeah.
either you're a fan or you're not.
It was definitely a line between fanhood and team association.
Right.
Yes,
And you
sir.
got to draw that line. Man. Ain't no walking down the middle. It's just not.
Not that day. Not that day. And I done been to Cowboys, you know what I'm saying? I done seen some at the Cowboys, you know what I mean? I've been over there and seen they tailgates, and yeah, man, that fanhood is definitely different than team association.
Yeah,
Straight up.
John, they're a little depressed around here about the Cowboys loss. Not only the fact that they lost, but the fact they lost Dak Prescott too. So
No doubt.
yeah, it's not a good thing, man. I'm not
At all.
I'm not a Dallas hater, but let me tell you what. Everybody they on them Cowboys' ass down here, Doc. They on their ass pretty tough down here, so it's not. It's definitely not going to go without. They're not going to let week 2 come without the Cowboys taking a verbal lashing here.
Man, I think they kind of feel sorry for the Cowboys, that the people that don't like them, because they know it's trouble. It's about
I
to
don't
be
think
some
they feel
trouble
sorry
brewing.
for them. I'm just trying to figure out where all the hate from the Cowboys came. But I think it comes from, anytime you want to boast and say that you America's team, or boast and brag that if you're gonna put it out there that you feel like you're better for everybody, that you're better than everybody, people they're gonna wait around for that long fall from the top of that mountain.
Of course.
Because we love to see failure. So the fact that we love to see the faces of Cowboy fans when their hopes and dreams are crushed, I think that's what fuels the Cowboy hater nation.
Yeah.
The hater nation, man, because they hating bad.
Oh man. And I think, like you say, I think it's more psychological. Just think about it, you know what I'm saying? You had a bully around, and the bully always going and messing with people, but that bully get beat up. He ain't the bully no more.
They got
He's
their
just
ass
an
beat
average
up the
cat.
other day.
Oh man.
They
that
got
was
their
bad.
ass beat up the other day. That's now the question is, where do they go now?
From here.
From there. You got Cooper Rush as quarterback. I don't absolutely know nothing about him, but from what I remember, I just don't see him as being a starter and being somebody that's seasoned enough to be, in the top. Shit, he ain't top 15 quarterback at all.
Can he even be an impact? I think
At
they
all.
need to go and get a free agent, go and get Kaepernick out of retirement. Then they could be the Cowboys again.
Now you know that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, Jerry ain't gonna pick up no Kaepernick. That ain't happening.
He ain't getting caps. That
He-
it was
he-
only hope at this point.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, I'm a Bears fan. I'll take Cap. I mean, I think Vaughn and I had that discussion before about Colin Kaepernick. You know, I think when he was playing and doing his thing, you know, the question became, would you take him in your fantasy? And I'm talking after the Super Bowl, after the Super Bowl run. My biggest issue with Kaepernick was he quit running.
Yeah.
Why'd you quit
Was that
running?
him or was
You
that
got
coach?
paid. I mean, I don't know. You see that a lot with these quarterbacks. Some of these guys who run, they get paid, they stop running.
I think it'd be coaching, man, because you think three quarterbacks just came to mind. Dak was the same way. Lamar Jackson was the same way. Even with Mahomes, Mahomes used to get out there and run, but you know he got a coaching staff so intelligent over there, he don't have to run. And with what he brings to the game, oh man, it's like I was at that game. I thought I was at the playground, because that's how he was playing. It was bad. But I think that has a lot to do with coaching and trying to make quarterbacks be a part of their system instead of coaching to a player's talent. You know, as far as that stopping the run.
Wow, which is stupid because they're the most dangerous thing on the field at that time. If they can run like Josh
Yes, I agree.
Allen or like Patrick Mahomes, or I mean, even Fields did some running. I mean, you know, Geno Smith was doing it last night. You know, Russell Wilson wasn't really running all that much, but Geno Smith, boy, he'd shoot right at the middle. But you're the most dangerous thing on the field. Yeah, run it, throw it, you know, shuffle pass it, the million different things that you can do as a running quarterback. So, I mean, you want to win, just fucking do it. I mean, it's not your choice every time, but, you know, I think I've said this time and time again. I remember Colin Kaepernick's first fucking game because he whooped the dog shit out of the Chicago Bears, running, like mud stomping their ass into the ground.
Yeah. But Dak used to run a lot. You know what I'm saying? What happened to that? They were very successful when he would take off. He definitely stopped taking off.
I think Dyke ran that last time against the Giants. I was at that game and got his shit fucked up. I think he's thinking twice before running now.
Yeah.
Like, hold up. Do I really want to run this ball today?
That lower leg
Lower leg, yeah, I get it.
He had a compound fracture too.
Oh, it was bad. That was bad.
He had a compound fracture too, which is going to make it a little bit difficult for him to get over that. You know, same thing happened.
Because his leg was facing that way and his foot was facing that way, right?
Yeah, it was bad.
It didn't
same thing happened to Derek Carr. You know, he had a dislocated ankle, man. He ain't really been the same guy since. And so once that pocket collapsed, they don't even think about running. They just kind of they just kind of sitting ducks, you know, just sitting ducks. They just kind of freeze up in there and pat the ball, and next thing you know, everybody's on their ass, you know.
And who was it? Alex Smith that had it happen in the Redskins?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was he with the Skins or the Chiefs then?
I was with the Chiefs.
He's with the Chiefs.
He might have been.
Yeah,
I know he ended up going to the Redskins.
Yeah, he went there. Right. Yeah, that was. But then, okay, so take this into it. Just think about this. Like me as a coach, if I know, all right, my quarterback is struggling maybe a little bit, but then my offensive line isn't that good, I'm gonna do things to move the pocket, you know, stuff like that, instead of letting them be back there as a sitting duck, as they have adapted to. You know what I mean?
But as a running quarterback, I'm not asking you to get 20 yards. I'm asking you to get 3.5 yards. That's all I need from you, 3.5 yards. Because 3.5, 3.5, and 3.5 is more than 10 yards.
Say no more.
0.5 more than 10 yards.
That shit sound easy.
Yeah. I know it's not easy, but that's the deal. You know, you got these quarterbacks out there that are running, trying to get 20, 30, 40. I mean, I don't need you to get 20, 30, 40, 50 yards. I need you to get 3.5 yards. And then, you know, allow that weight to be picked up by your running backs and your wide receivers. Unless you can't throw worth a shit.
Hey, did Zeke get hurt?
Nah.
Dak got hurt.
Okay, so Zeke didn't play a lot?
Yeah, he played. He only got a couple more snaps than Tony Pollard, but They offensive line is trash right now. They still trying to figure out, the left
Right.
tackle and the guard and shit. They trying to figure it out, man, and
Yeah.
to see what combination is going to work. And we still got to remember a lot of those guys didn't play in the preseason. So with us having 17 games, really like that first game was almost a goddamn boys training camp for
Yeah.
guy. Really is.
Hmm. I get it.
I mean, a lot of those games look like training camp.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, that shit was.
Because a lot of guys didn't play in the preseason.
I can't believe the Bears won. That was fucking crazy.
Why
My
not?
neighbor-
What you
Go
mean,
ahead.
why not?
Why you can't believe they won? It is the NFL.
Man, no. Come on, man.
I know. I didn't watch the game.
There were. Yeah, it was the defense did really well. I mean,
Okay.
they did really well. Offense, I don't really think the Chicago's offense did all that great. I think 49ers defense failed like a motherfucker.
Okay.
I think that's what that one was really about. It wasn't about how good Chicago's offense played. It was how badly the 49ers defense
Niners
played.
defense. Okay.
But I do think our defense really did a good job and was able to really shut down their offense.
Okay.
So you saying the
What do you
49ers
think, Mr.
defense
Bond?
was trash?
They played like trash.
That's what I was asking.
Yes. Not that they are trash, because
Right.
I mean, you look at yesterday, and it's like, what the fuck's going on around here?
Mhm.
I mean, Tara Beliski sitting out there doing some good shit.
I
The world was all topsy turvy.
thought he would do well in that system, and I do think he's going to do well in that system because
threw
of
some
the
ducks,
culture
too.
and the coaching. He threw some ducks, Vaughn.
Yeah, he threw some ducks that belong right there in the river that's up there. I mean, the lake. Just
Who
went back
won
to
last night? Who won last night?
Seattle.
Seattle
won.
won by 1 point.
Seattle
Damn, we
won.
all got whomped on that one.
Yeah, and that was
I know I took the
interesting.
Broncos.
That was a very interesting decision, at the end of that game to end it. You know what I mean? I think they could have probably tried to get at least a few more yards before the kick, but they decided to kick a 46-yard field goal, running the clock down just to do it and leaving time on the clock. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I ain't the best coach out there, but I just thought it could have been played a little bit different. But, it is what
How'd
it
you
is.
think Geno Smith did there, Vaughn?
I think he did decent, man. I think he did decent. He's a veteran quarterback. He stepped up.
Mhm.
He made some plays when he needed to. That's
Yeah.
all you can ask as your quarterback. If your pocket collapse and you're supposed to run, get up and get us the extra yards. Just run.
Okay.
And he
Okay.
got a lot of those scrambling plays where he broke down the defense, was able to break down that first wall and dump a ball right over the first defender's head. A lot of those other day.
And,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, man, give a shout out to the defense for Seattle because they caused 2 fumbles on the 1-yard line, 2 different running backs, 2 different times.
Sure
That would
did.
have been the game right there. You know what I'm saying? With one of those touchdowns, let alone 2, and they stepped up, bro. So
Sure
shout out to
did.
the Seattle defense, bro.
Seattle did well. Geno Smith did well, for a 10-year, plus veteran. He came in and did his job, man. That's all
That's
you
what
can
he
ask out of him. He in a good position. I'm really glad he played well.
Yeah, me too. Good for him, bro. Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for him.
So how did we do on that on the picks? Vaughn, do you have that sheet up?
Uh-huh. Absolutely. Of course I got it.
My man.
Serious?
Yeah, that sheet. Hey, I thought about that sheet with my picks. I'm like, man, this did not
Yeah, I
go
was thinking
half
about
the way
I
I
was
thought.
thinking about that. I was thinking about it the whole time.
I'm like, man, I'm glad I'm not a better.
All I kept doing was looking at the
The crazy thing is, I don't remember who I picked.
I do.
He say, I
Oh,
do.
did you write him down? Did you write him down?
No, but I know who you picked though.
Yep.
What's the first game?
Buffalo and LA.
Picked Buffalo over the Rams.
Buffalo.
We got that.
Yeah, I took
We got that.
Yeah.
New Orleans and Atlanta.
New Orleans, I think.
Yeah, and New Orleans came back and won that motherfucker.
Oh, they
But
did.
didn't Mafia took Atlanta?
I think I
didn't
picked
he?
Atlanta. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, there's San Francisco and Chicago. Chicago won.
Yeah, baby. I didn't call it. I'm always gonna pick them unless it's money.
Did I choose San Francisco in that game?
Yeah, you did. I think.
I did.
And then
Cincinnati.
Pittsburgh, Cincinnati. Most of us picked Pittsburgh. I'm sorry, Cincinnati. And Pittsburgh won.
Yeah.
We picked Miami over New England.
I went New England.
We picked
I was
Baltimore.
bad.
We picked Baltimore over the Jets.
Yep.
Yeah. You sure I didn't take the Jets?
I know you didn't take no damn Jets. I don't know why you would. Did they win?
Because of Flacco?
I don't know who won.
No. They lost. Yeah, Baltimore won. Baltimore won. Lamar Jackson had a really good game. And then we chose Jacksonville over Washington. I think. Well, I chose Jacksonville over Washington. I think both of y'all chose Washington.
I think I did choose Washington. Mm-hmm. Cleveland, Carolina. Who won that game?
Cleveland.
The Browns.
Cleveland.
Yeah. Now I know I took Carolina in that game because I thought that Baker would pull out the "go fuck yourselves for not wanting me as your quarterback," but I remember taking Baker, Carolina on there.
I think I took Cleveland because of their defense. I thought that defense would kind of get on.
I thought they would too, man, and they ended up squeaking it out. That was a close one.
Yeah, it was.
Then Indianapolis and Houston. Who won that game?
Like Indianapolis. I don't know who won.
Let me see.
I think the Texans won that one.
Wow. Yeah.
I don't think we give their quarterback enough credit.
Yeah.
The Houston one?
Is it Tyrod? Is it Taylor? Who's the quarterback down there?
Davis Mills.
Mills. Okay. Yeah, I'm not even familiar with him, so I know.
Yeah, he was a rookie. He was a rookie last year. He can throw that rock.
Okay.
He can throw that rock. Carolina.
Philly, Detroit.
I picked Detroit. Y'all picked Philly.
You sure? I thought I picked Detroit and y'all picked Philly.
Yeah, I did not pick Detroit.
I went with Detroit.
I would not have picked Detroit.
I went with Detroit, and they almost won.
HBO shit.
They almost won.
Watching too much of that HBO shit.
They only lost by a field goal.
And that's how they lose games.
Yeah.
The whole season last year.
They only lost by a field goal.
No matter. A loss is a loss.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's not like they got their ass. I mean, you making it seem like they got blew out by 35 points. It's like, I mean, you could have, picked Detroit and not been in a bad spot too. That was a good pick because they almost won the game. That's what they. I mean,
they always winning.
Yeah, almost
always.
Then the next game. Oh, so we was looking for Indianapolis and Houston, weren't we?
Okay.
Indianapolis and Houston. Okay. Yeah. So. Oh yeah, that game ended in a tie.
That's right.
Oh,
I want to talk about that. Vaughn, please help me out. Like,
hold on. Let's finish. We'll go back to it.
Okay, we'll go back to it. All right. So, New York, Tennessee.
Giants won.
New York won that one, and I think
we picked the Titans. We all picked Titans.
Yeah.
Then I picked Green Bay at Minnesota. I picked Minnesota.
I picked Green Bay.
I'm almost sure. I don't remember. I think I picked Minnesota because of Kirk Cousins and Jackson, but
No,
I don't
you
know
did
for
not.
sure.
You picked Green Bay.
Yeah, really.
Did-
Damn it! I'm gonna go back.
Yeah,
I might go back and listen to this shit.
yeah. I think I was the only one that picked Minnesota. And then
Okay.
Kansas City and Arizona.
Yeah, I
Somebody
think we all
chose
picked.
Arizona.
Did they? I know I
Mhm.
picked Kansas City on that
Hell,
one.
maybe it was me. Maybe it was me because I needed my fantasy to do well.
All right.
I think
West,
we all.
Arizona.
I think we all picked Kansas City.
Kansas City, I
I
think
had
so.
somebody else I was talking to later that day that chose Arizona.
Okay.
Let's go Vegas over the Chargers. The
I
Chargers.
think I went
I'm
Vegas.
sorry, and
I
I
think.
went Vegas, and I went Vegas too.
Yeah.
And they lost by 5, and then Tampa Bay and Dallas, of course.
I
Tampa
went with
Bay.
Dallas. Y'all went with Tampa Bay. I remember that.
Excuse me. And
Because
then
I thought Dallas's defense would kind of help them out a little bit. Which, I don't think they played too bad. You know what I'm saying? Giving up, 19 points to Tampa Bay? Just
All
they
right,
couldn't
so
score shit.
let's do this real quick because our next show isn't until Friday. What is Thursday's game?
Thursday's Thursday's game is
I can't remember.
Chargers and Chiefs. Ooh, it's gonna be a
Chargers,
good one.
Chiefs. Yes, it is.
I'm
That's
gonna
gonna
fuck
be
it up and go Chargers.
Man, I'm going Chiefs all day. Them motherfuckers might go undefeated this year, bro. The way they play. And I know Arizona ain't no top 10, but it was just too easy for them, bro.
They walk through them like somebody walking through the meadow.
Man. Look here.
Who you got,
Look
Vaughn?
here.
What for Thursday?
For Thursday.
Yeah.
Ooh, Lord, that's
Yes,
gonna
I get it. I get it.
I'm going
I get
Kansas
it.
City.
All right, I'm the Lone Ranger. All right, overtime.
Overtime.
Ties.
Now, how does that work? You get one quarter, full quarter, no one scores. It's automatic tie. Is that how that works?
Yep.
Okay.
That's exactly how it.
Unless you're Donovan McNabb and go, what do you mean tie?
Yeah.
So-
Go ahead.
So, in overtime, if a team scores, does the other team automatically get an opportunity to score?
They
Or
do
is
now.
it just over?
Yeah,
They do
I
now.
think it's
Yes.
yeah, they do now. Most people want them to go to the college style of overtime
hmm
to declare, so because a winner is declared in college.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but a tie is almost like a loss too.
Yep.
It don't count. That's not in the win category, so
Okay.
it's almost like having an L.
So if you're tied with someone at the end of the season in your division and you have a tie and they have their win or loss, you automatically lose because you have a tie? Is that how that works?
In your
when
standings,
the-
yeah. Well, but
Yeah.
they'll never have that one extra win.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, basically.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. I didn't think about that tie situation. And I didn't know about a tie. And you know what I'm saying? Till like later in the day, they was like they tied. I'm like, wait a minute, how the hell that shit happen?
We almost had two of them. It would have been like the first time in a million years or some shit
Word.
because the Cincinnati Steelers game almost ended in a tie too.
Mhm.
Them motherfuckers, them kickers, man, they need to start practicing.
Man,
What would Big Feller say? The one job you got,
one job you got.
motherfucking job you got, and you can't fucking do it. Have you
Now-
ever seen him? That motherfucker gets upset. The
Yeah,
one
I've
job
seen
you
that
got
rant. I've seen that rant.
changes. It's not like something's different. It's not somebody else coming to
Kick the
something to
ball.
do something. You got one fucking job. Kick the fucking ball.
Now, the one with the Bengals Steelers was with the Bengals. Was there something with the holder on that one? Did anyone see that, or he just missed it?
The whole
Well, they had one block. I think the Steelers blocked one of Cincinnati's, right?
Okay,
And
that
the
was-
other one was just a big ass fucking shank that hit the dong.
Okay, Did they go into overtime or that was all regular time?
Overtime. Yeah, they were in overtime.
It was overtime. Okay.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah. Hey, if Southside in the
was.
building, man, give me a shout on the comment section. Southside, you in the building?
Nah, I didn't see her on.
She not on? Okay.
Nah, I didn't see her
Jackson
on.
Southside.
I didn't see her. I did not see her on, but
Okay.
yeah. Let's see.
Hey, is Tate on? How did Tate do with the beat with all them Buffalo picks?
He won. He had the second highest.
To John?
Yeah, he was
Okay.
second highest score to John. So his was up pretty high. He had a lot of points from his Buffalo guys.
I sure hope I play him on his bye week.
Right,
Straight up.
right. He gonna have to dump his whole team.
Wow.
He gonna have to
Man.
dump his whole team. It'd be interesting, man. See how everything go, man. Like you say, I'm making me some adjustments from last week. I had some guys that was complete duds, and another thing is you gotta make sure you pay attention to guys' statuses for that game.
Oh, that bit me. That bit me.
Yeah, my guy, he was out of the game before it started, so I went on and switched him out on Thursday.
Yeah. I waited to the last minute on Sunday. It was probably about 11 o'clock or no, 10 o'clock. And I'm like, man, Dobbins, Lazard, they both hurt. But then I picked them up hurt. So I had to make some choices and decisions. And wow, it went the way it went, put it like that. But it was fun, man. Like I really enjoyed, paying attention. Like I think I really had gotten away from paying so much attention to football. But this little fantasy league, it really had me a
Yeah, it
little
makes it a little
informed, man.
funner and kind of
Yeah.
gets you paying attention and be like, come on, motherfucker, run back.
Yeah,
Right.
keeps you interested in seeing what everybody doing, not only on your player but everybody else's guys.
Yeah.
And I kept wondering why, me and the big fella, we went head to head, and
Okay.
he had some trash on his team. Somebody scored 20-some points. I said,
Word. Okay.
Man, get out of control fast, buddy.
Oh, we did it. Did it. Man, I'm telling you, I stopped looking. I said, all right, Southside, go ahead with it then.
Hey, man, they got out of control and nasty fast. He had somebody on his team that scored 20-some damn points. That it was a running back scored 2 touchdowns.
I was about to say it wasn't a quarterback, huh? I wonder who that was.
He had a nice little deal from all his people, but I think his biggest impact came from that running back.
Okay.
And I got Justin Jefferson too, so he almost accounted for 40 points by himself.
Really? Now, who is he in what position?
Plays Minnesota, the other receiver next
The
to
receiver,
Adam.
yes.
Next
Okay,
to
he got
Adam.
off. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I said he's next to Adam Thielen.
Thielen. Yeah, and I had Thielen. Thielen had like 10 points, bro. I'm like, word.
Right.
Who got all them points? And they won.
What you mean you had him? What you mean you had him? We got rid of him?
No, he was my starter, one of my starting receivers. And I was banking on him. Yeah, it's on, Zach. It's on.
I'm gonna have to switch some shit around here. Who am I got?
Yeah, it's on, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that.
Definitely got to make your adjustments.
Ooh-wee. Man, you should have saw me last night, man. Who out here I can go get? Because this just ain't working for me. Then I had McKenzie, the receiver from Buffalo, and gave him up, bro.
Really?
Oh, man. I ain't gonna. Oh, man. And I'm seeing him scoring touchdowns and getting points. I'm like, damn, that was Allen Thielen's spot. Come on, bro. Hey, there was this kid from Kansas City. He's a rookie. What is his name? Lazaro or Lacaro, some with an L. Man, that kid balled out.
For Kansas
Special
City?
man, he balled out, bro. Special
Mm.
teams, all that. Man, I was man. That game was not a game. I promise you. It looked like they was in the playground, just tossing the ball around. Did y'all
Didn't it?
did y'all
Can
see the first
What is
touchdown
she waiting for?
where
She turned
it was
right.
a shuffle pass
which for
Yeah.
who?
for
What
Kansas
you waiting
City?
for? Oh,
Um,
sitting there.
they were moving the pocket and then they did the shuffle pass
Yeah,
to
I
the running
remember
back.
that. Yeah,
That
it
was
was
sad.
nice.
That
It
was
was
that was.
nice.
I'm like, damn. And I don't know if you remember the very first. It should have been a first touchdown, and the receiver dropped that shit in the end zone. That
No, it
game
wasn't
was
the
going.
end zone. He dropped it in like the 15. He was gone. It was definitely a touchdown. It was Green Bay and Minnesota game.
No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about the
how
Chiefs.
mad do you think Aaron Rodgers was when that motherfucker dropped that pass?
Oh,
Ew.
that hurt my heart. And I didn't have the guy, but I'm like, God damn, it don't get no better than that, bro.
I don't get no better than that. You gotta make a play.
Yeah, he probably went straight to the jug machine on the sideline after that shit.
Uh huh. Yeah, it just slipped through his hands, man, and he couldn't reel it in. So yeah, Aaron Rodgers is pretty disgruntled about his receiver situation.
Man, his whole situation. Yeah. I wonder what his Monday morning looked like.
A lot of
Shit,
Anyway,
yelling.
oh
he ready
man,
to
that
tear
was
some
crazy.
ass up.
Hey, I'd like to say this as well. I mean, it's a little sidebar from football right now, but if anyone ever have the opportunity to visit Phoenix, Arizona, I
Uh huh.
highly recommend the ATV, UTV trail rides, bro. Like I did that this weekend, man. I did not know it. I had a blast, bro. Had a blast, and we going through the terrain and all through the desert, seeing cactuses that's like 2,000 years old, and
Oh
some
wow,
cactus. Yeah, man, it's
they're
like
probably
you get
full of
like
water.
full of water. And the cactus, we had a guide and everything. They was like, this cactus about 2,000 years old with like 2,000 gallons of water in it. And I'm like, really? They had some cactus that cacti, shall I say, where if you cut it down, it's a like a 25-year prison sentence. It was very interesting, man. It was so much fun. So much fun. So much fun.
And that was attached to what?
Well, it was just something we did. We just, what I'm saying, Saturday morning, got up about 7 in the morning and went out to this trail ride, man. And they had, like I say, the ATVs, the four wheelers, and then they had the UTVs. It's like the cars that's made for that, you know what I'm saying, or the Jeeps or what have you. And also at this particular one that we went to, they had a gun range and they didn't have nothing but assault rifles, AK-47s, Thompson 20s, the Tommy guns with 50 round clips in it, and you can rent all these things. So it was a great experience, bro. So much fun. So totally different than anything I had ever experienced. So just wanted to throw that information out to anyone that happened to go to Arizona and needs something to do on a Saturday, Sunday morning. That was really cool.
Right,
What else we got? What else we got, man?
man.
I
Well,
don't know what's up with them texts you sending.
Oh, oh, about the Illinois changing their laws and some laws and the bail. And I didn't get into it. I didn't really have a chance to get into it. I just thought it was interesting to share. I'm like one of the most crime-ridden cities in the world, and you're gonna take 5 to 8 laws and say what that they won't be enforced anymore. And it was some
I
crazy
don't
shit.
know.
Like,
They'll be enforced. You'll be charged. You'll just get right back out.
so how does that work? Okay, did you go into it where you'll be charged? And
It's been they've been talking about this stuff for like 4 months now. Like because they passed it like in the middle of the fucking night or some shit, and they're
okay,
waiting. Most laws don't go to effect. At the beginning of the year, like Texas. If a new law comes into effect, it comes into effect September 1st of that year.
okay,
So they passed this shit so it'll be after the election and everything else. And yeah, you're basically saying, hey, if you you commit any of these crimes, we're basically gonna, somewhat slap you on the hand and wait for your court date, but we're not
Okay.
going to incarcerate yourself. Basically, they bounce too far one way.
Okay.
You know,
And so this is called the
I think
Illinois
bail,
non-detainable.
they keep
I'm
talking
sorry, go
about
ahead.
criminal reform. It needs to be bail reform.
Okay.
No, go ahead.
So it's the Illinois non-detainable offenses. And so it's beginning January 1, 2023. And some of these offenses are aggravated battery, aggravated DUI, aggravated fleeing, arson, burglary, drug-induced homicide, intimidation, kidnapping, robbery, second-degree murder, and threatening a public official. And it has this little sidebar. Under the law, after being charged with the crimes listed, those arrested would be released without bail pending a court date.
Yep.
I don't understand. I don't. Is that the Purge? You remember that movie, The Purge? Let them all kill you.
It's not the Purge.
It's not the Purge.
That is, don't get me wrong, it's an idiotic thing to do. You commit second-degree murder, we're going to put you out there so that, as just a normal person, although you fucking murdered somebody, you burn down somebody's house. Oh, it's okay. Like, motherfucker gets out, burns down another house. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And it's the answer to something that I actually do believe in, which is if you're innocent until proven guilty, then how are you given these bonds? Because you go into like Oak Cliff and some of these communities where these kids get arrested for robbery and they can't get out on bond. And so they end up pleading out just to get out of fucking jail.
Yeah.
And it's not fair. Because if they were out and about working, being productive, a lot of things would happen. Number one, they could pay for their own defense and probably get a better deal, if not, standard probation or whatever the case may be. But you lock these people up and then you tell them, hey, by the way, you're going to fucking stay here. But if you accept this plea deal, whether it's probation or, time served, whatever the fucking case may be, oh, we'll let you out. Well, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
But this isn't the answer, especially to the degree that they took it. The aggravated battery. So in other words, you beat the living shit out of somebody to make it aggravated. It's not just you slap somebody around. That's not aggravated battery. Aggravated, at least, I don't know how Illinois does it, but in Texas, aggravated means you pick something up and whomp the shit out of somebody, or you hit them when they were down. In Texas, that's how it works. You pick up a cup and you hit somebody with it, it's now aggravated. You kick or hit somebody while they're on the ground, that's aggravated. You punch somebody in the mouth, it's simple assault. It's assault. Okay. But it's not aggravated.
So if I understand correctly, pretty much aggravated is any type of weaponry with the assault.
Correct.
Yeah.
With the intent to inflict harm, yeah.
Yes. Okay, gotcha.
So it's not, I can understand battery. All right, they got into a tussle, but, nobody mud fucking stomped somebody into the ground. But aggravated battery? Come the fuck on. Murder? Come on, man.
Yeah. Come on. What about assault on a public official? Was that a loophole to say we finna knock anybody off that's not with us in the government? State government?
Remember, you still got to go to court. So.
Yep.
But in the instances that I'm talking about, it allows you to get out there, show that you're, a productive member of society. Maybe you get your life straight. I mean, a lot of these first-time offenders, let's go first and second-time offenders, it gives them an opportunity to wake up and do something with their life. Like, hey, this is what I'm facing. I better get out of here and get my shit straight. But if, what happened with your uncle? In and out, in and out, in and out. There were no true consequences. There was nothing that really was an aha moment. Like, shit, this could be the rest of my life if I keep fucking around.
Right. Hey, Vaughn. Vaughn, you with me?
I went to sleep.
Oh, wow. This is
on the podcast.
This is a first. Stay with me, baby.
That man,
We
that
only got a
man
couple
I
went
was
more
trying to.
minutes.
I was fixing something down here on the floor.
My man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I was fixing something on the floor. I was looking at this paper and my eyes got heavy. Oh my.
He say, "Oh my."
Oh
All
my.
right,
Man,
so
I was
I
on
do
this
want to
chair
go
holding
back.
on, buddy.
So I do want to go back to last week's conversation on the Queen. So
On the queen.
did you do any research, Mafia? Find out they have absolutely no power whatsoever.
I didn't, man. I was too much busy enjoying my weekend, bro.
Well, it was a whole Friday, but all right. So the other half of that is, like I said, if I have no doubt, but you got to remember, the Queen wasn't even truly English. You know that, right?
She
She's like
wasn't
fucking
true.
Scottish and German. She was born in England, but
Okay.
her bloodline is like German and Scottish.
Okay. So Zach, tell me this: was she married into that family?
No, her dad
She
was
wasn't.
the king. Well,
Her
that's
dad.
kind of the
Okay.
crazy thing. Her brother, or her dad's brother, was king, but he wanted to marry an American girl, so he abdicated the throne, which then made her dad king,
Okay.
so he could marry the American, because back then you couldn't marry Americans.
Okay.
So he abdicated the throne, and then so the brother became, which was Elizabeth's dad, and then he died when she was 20 something, and so she ended up becoming queen.
Okay. Hey Zach,
Things,
something else.
things
Hopefully
we
you
do for
can.
Coochie.
Ooh
Yeah.
wee, the power of the PU.
Which
Wow,
means
the
her
video is
husband was
live.
king consort. Hey, have y'all seen that? Just real quick, but have y'all seen that it's the first time in history that a side chick has become queen? Queen consort.
Yeah.
What's that? What's that? I'm not familiar. What happened?
You got to remember, Charles was cheating on Diana with the woman he's with now.
Really?
And so she was the side chick, but now she's the queen consort, the queen basically.
Now that's
Hey
funny.
Zach. Now that
Yeah.
leads to my other question that I wasn't familiar. How does these titles get asserted? Like, the Duchess and the Princess and the Queen.
Well, no, the prince and the queen and all that are by birth of whoever the king or queen is.
Okay.
So Prince Charles was Prince Charles because his mother was
Because of
queen.
Okay,
But
gotcha.
in Harry and the other dude, the Baldwin looks just like his dad, they're princes because they're they're actually in line for the throne. But
Okay.
like Harry is so far away from the throne because now we have Charles and then his brother becomes king. But if his brother dies, all his kids come before Harry. I think
Now
they
why?
got like
Oh,
3
Now
more
why?
coming.
Yeah,
gotcha.
but why do they all? Why is it like that though?
What?
Why does all of his brother's kids come before Harry?
Because he's the next in line. So all those kids come before Harry. But
Okay.
by what they end up doing is like the queen gave him Duke of whatever, and she can hand those titles out. It's
Okay.
like,
Okay.
it's just like she can just hand shit out. Like, hey, I'm going to
Okay.
make you the Duke of fucking York.
Gotcha.
Or Wilshire, or whatever the fuck he ended up being.
Okay. Because I was
and
wondering. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Zach.
no, go ahead. No, mine's easy. Go ahead.
No, you may answer my question. So I was wondering, how does a Princess Diana get princess, because she married into the family, correct?
Correct, because she was the wife of the prince, which by default makes her Princess Diana.
Gotcha. And since the younger guy with the Duchess right now, he was so far down the line, that's how she got the title Duchess. Is that correct?
Who?
Harry's wife.
Meghan Markle.
Right, that's an appointment. Yeah, Meghan Markle got appointed that title because the son was
Okay.
appointed that title. So
Gotcha.
he was still the prince, but he was also the Duke of whatever.
Okay.
Which basically gave him more validity because he was so far down the line. It just
Gotcha.
raises. But again,
Okay.
it's all. So I did do some research because everybody was saying, well, they should get rid of it, although they have no power. And then
Mhm.
I found out one thing. I actually told Vaughn about it. I called him and told him about it. I found out why they keep the monarchy alive.
I'm so curious.
Money. They are the largest tourist attraction in the world. They are the
Really?
largest tourist attraction. They generate. People think that like that jubilee for the Queen cost money. It actually generated money
Mm.
because it's basically a built-in famous person. That country has a built-in. I don't know who's the most Kardashian fan. Kardashians. It's
Mhm.
a built-in. You know, thousands of year old Kardashians.
Okay, makes
And it
sense.
generates so much tourism that is why they keep it around.
Gotcha. So they have a whole government in England. Is that correct? That's
The
outside of this,
Parliament,
the Parliament. Yeah, okay. And the Queen and all
The
them, they
George
have
Clinton.
nothing to do with the government. Is that correct, Zach?
they have no power now. Well, so they have a president, aka a
Okay.
president, which
Okay.
is the prime minister, which is
Yes.
now matter of fact we just changed over. They just changed over to a new prime minister because old boy was batshit crazy.
Okay.
So they have a new prime minister, and yes, the ceremony of the Queen blessing or doing whatever, appointing the prime minister, but there's no choice. It's not like It's not like the king now or the Queen can say, well, I don't like you. I don't want you to be prime minister. It doesn't work that way. The people vote on the prime
The
minister. The
people
prime
vote.
minister
Okay, that
has
was my next.
all the power basically that a
Gotcha.
president has, and then they have parliament, which is our
Congress,
Congress and the Senate
House
in
of
one.
Reps, Senate. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for that educational thought. I tell you, man, this people about a podcast, man. If you can't pick something up from here, please add, because a question can
Okay.
get you a long way. I love it.
Well, and all the UK countries have their own government, and they have no, again, yes, the Queen is the Queen of what, I don't know what I think they took her away, but Jamaica or something. But all they have to do is say, we don't want you anymore, and it's done. It's over with. There's nothing anybody can, the Queen or King or the royal monarchy can't do shit about it. And we just had it happen. I don't remember which country withdrew from the UK, but they can just basically, it's like picking up a phone going, hey, well, yeah, we're not going to be a country y'all's anymore. We're out. And
You,
I think there's a couple other countries doing it now, which I don't understand why, unless they don't benefit from it. I mean, if they don't benefit from the Queen's being, or the monarchy being the monarchy, if they don't get the tourism and all the benefits, fuck it. Why am I gonna have your bitch ass? I'm gonna create my own Kardashians,
yeah, no
my
doubt.
own
Shit,
fake
wow.
ass monarchy.
So Prince Philip was 100 years old when he died.
And Prince Philip was the Queen's husband.
Yeah, how is he the prince? I mean, how is she a queen and he's a prince?
He's the king consort, just like Camilla is the queen consort.
What consort? What does the word consort mean?
It means they can never have power. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
in name. They have absolutely no power. They can't do anything. If so, Camilla, because Camilla, I think that's right, because Camilla was the second wife of Charles. She cannot be queen. I don't know if Diana could have been queen. I don't know how that one works. But like
Okay.
when Elizabeth became queen, he
Uh-huh.
became king consort, nothing more. He couldn't be king. If this would have happened in reverse and she would have passed away before him, Charles would have become king, not the husband.
Crazy.
Okay. Hey, you know what I thought about? So you said the side chick, right? Is now the
I don't
wife,
know.
right?
And just so you know, every time we say that, all I hear is what is it? Whatever bear? My side piece.
The side piece, the side
That's
chick.
all Pookie Bear. That's all I hear is Pookie Bear.
So was he messing with her while he was with her?
Yes.
Hey,
Man,
so
she
with
was.
that being said, Zach, did they have her off? Did they have Princess Diana off? Did they kill her to get out the way?
Oh, I think I really do. I mean, I know everybody's got their own conspiracy theories, but I think all that shit had to do with the media was out of fucking control. You know, because that was a deal. The media was chasing her, trying to get pictures. Which is, as soon as she died, I mean, the amount of laws, and that was one of the amount of laws about harassment and the media and the
Hmm.
tabloids.
Hmm.
There were a ton of laws that were enacted, and
Okay.
that's when, like, what happened with Meghan Markle, where they turned around and started fucking suing newspapers,
Hmm.
you know, for defamation, which I think they have every right, you know.
No
You
doubt.
goddamn, that goddamn Prince Andrew was a nasty motherfucker too, though.
Yep.
Why you say that, Vaughn?
Well, he was on the Jeff Epstein thing.
Oh,
Was
yes, yes, yes,
accused
yes. Okay,
one of the
okay.
one of the young ladies that was in the ring of
He's
pleasure.
17.
The Ring
Yeah,
of Pleasure. Wow.
yeah. Said that he was one of the guys that was one of the top users of Jeff
The
Epstein, and
services.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And he's another brother that got divorced too. He got divorced as well, and
The daughter did too.
so his wife is he has
Nothing. Well,
another
his
wife.
wife's nothing. Yeah.
Who did you
Well,
say,
and
Jack? Who else did
he's
too?
just like Harry. Well, but he's just like Harry. He can't go anywhere because the
Okay.
whole line would have to go through Charles's blood, which means, you know, all those the two princes would both have to die, and then all their kids would have to die before
Okay.
the child molester could be king. Which I don't think he could be king anymore. I think she stripped him before she died. I think he was stripped of everything.
Okay.
Who, Prince Andrew?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, she stripped him of everything.
Ain't that a bitch? So Queen Elizabeth had 4 children, and you mean to tell me Prince Charles was the only one who was next up?
He's the oldest, yeah. Well, he was
Okay,
the next
because he's the
up. Well,
oldest. Because he's the
he
oldest.
was the
Okay.
next up until he. Well, so when Charles was born, he was next up.
Hmm.
When the next kid in line was born, he was second up. But the minute Charles had kids, his two kids become up.
Hmm.
And then once they started having kids, all their kids come up. It's that line that follows that the oldest up.
Oldest is Atlantis. Okay. So technically, the brothers may never get in because if they keep having kids, technically.
What do you
Ever.
mean, the brothers?
They ain't never getting in regardless.
Yeah. I mean, like after that firstborn, he start having kids, his other siblings will never get in because of the kids. Is
But
that
see,
correct?
I think Charles should just give it to his son, William. Hand it over to the next generation. Fuck all this shit. You don't need to be king, motherfucker. I
Yeah,
mean, this is the new world, man. Move the fuck over and let William become king.
right.
Okay.
I just I don't agree that we had an old lady who was, by most accounts, the things that she did, she was the charity work she did. She was actually, a good again, queen with no fucking power. But they do have influence because I guarantee if they were like, hey, vote for this prime minister, they would probably win. Matter of fact, fucking William, you know, suck it up, Buttercup. Run for parliament first and set your precedents and then run for fucking prime minister.
Okay. Okay. All right, gentlemen. Well, it looked like we at that time, man. Outside of 30 seconds. Anybody got anything to throw out in the ether for us?
I'm good,
Yeah,
man. Y'all have a
yeah,
good
Good.
man.
one.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Don't to go to sleep at night because I was struggling in this one.
Great point. Great
Man.
point. Great point.
Man, these mosquitoes, man, for some reason, all that rain, man, it really stirred up those mosquitoes real bad, man. So I bought this fogger yesterday, man. That's a bad mama jamma.
Okay.
Oh, the fantasy league. Yeah, we talked about the fantasy league earlier. We know that you're at the top of the league, Tate. You and
John.
you and John are at the top
Yeah.
as far as points,
Hey,
but
this bitch
you
is
finna get your
17 weeks long.
yeah, you finna
17
get your
weeks
ass
long.
whooped anyway. You got all Buffalo Bills. That don't mean shit.
Hey, Tate, you all right with me? I just hope I get you on your bye week.
Right. Right. Yeah, so guess what? When your bye week comes, you're gonna be fucking struggling.
All right, gentlemen. Well, with that being said, thank you all for joining us for another amazing episode of the People's Rebuttal Podcast. Go ahead, hit them, Vaughn.
Yeah, catch us every Tuesday and Friday at 9 a.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and Club Sheets if you're sleepy.
Zach, you got anything to close us out with, baby?
I'm good, man. Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, so I see you all Friday. Have a great week, everybody.
Have a great week, everybody. Thanks for joining in.